And over the past year, we've just been amazed. It started about a year ago. I was going to a house church meeting in Temple, Texas, which is about 30 minutes from where we are. And one of the guys that was working with us, and we helped him plant a church in his house, asked me to come over. I hadn't been there, and there was some new people, and he wanted me to see what was going on. And on my way out the door, Kathy said, you got 2 calls today, interested in house church. Would you call them? So I said, okay, on my way over. So the first person I called had been a guy who'd been in full-time ministry, including senior pastor, for 19 years. And he asked me if or he found me online, and he said, I'd like more information about house churches. And he told me some of the stuff he was reading, and I said, where are you located? And he goes, Temple, Texas. And I go, I'm on my way to a house church in Temple, Texas. So we hooked up with Wade, and since then he's working full time, and we've been working together for a year in bringing leaders together. And my second call that night was to a young lady named Kim, and she had said, told me her name and said, do you remember me? I knew you guys 30 years ago, you and Kathy. And when she told me her name, I said, yeah, I remember you. And Kim had been on the streets for over 20 years. And so she connected with us, and we've been working with her, and we're getting ready to plant a house church in her small apartment that will specifically reach people that are on the streets. People that
When you say on the streets, you mean what?
Prostitution, drugs, gambling. And so the Lord sent her and Wade actually the same night with a phone call, and that was about a year ago. Since then, the Lord has sent us a full-time missionary. They were in Romania, for 10 years. And the Lord told them to go to Central Texas and help plant organic house churches. And he walked into where I work one day, and we connected. The Lord had sent us a seminary student who they tried and failed at a church plant, and him and his wife prayed on where in Texas should we go to plant a church, to plant organic churches, and they felt the Lord tell them Killeen, Texas.
Wow.
Killeen is also next to Fort Hood, which is the largest military installation in the world. And so we have a ministry to the military. And so him and his wife came.
So you didn't have to talk these people into it,
No.
or convince them that house church was a good idea. You didn't have to do any of that stuff.
And then we got another person that was in the full-time ministry. We're meeting on Thursday night, and we heard this type of ministry called an MRT, so we decided to call ourselves that. And right now, we have seven people that the Lord has sent in the last year that all have ministry experience, and they're all really sold out on organic community.
So they're sort of apostolic. They have something about planting
Right.
churches.
Yeah,
and
well, they're all apostolic,
Yeah.
everyone there.
Yeah.
And, we just look, and, we've made a pact on Thursday night that we will not invite anybody. If anybody's going to come, they're going to come. It's just that you can't invite anybody. And a couple weeks ago, we had 3 guys. We sit outside at a Starbucks, and we had 3 guys walk out, and they go, this may be a strange question, but are you guys the church planters? And I said, that sounds like a singing group. And they said, yeah, my wife was cutting somebody's hair. She's a beautician and was cutting somebody's hair today. And we've just planted a church in Killeen. There's the 3 of them. There are 3 elders. And they said that whoever hair she was cutting, it turned out to be one of the guy's wives that had been meeting with us, said there's church planters that meet at Starbucks at Thursday night. And so they joined us.
The word has gotten around. Wow.
And so
how many do you have on Thursday nights if everybody's there?
Well, we have 7 of us that have been in ministry, full-time ministry. And then Tim Dale came and did some filming. I think we had about 10 or 12. But we have at least 7 we have a core group of 7. And then the Lord has just been sending other people that aren't necessarily
Mm-hmm.
plugged in with us, but they want to learn about what we're doing.
Yeah, and
And-
probably like, you said like 11 churches, house churches that you've sort of planted or helped plant
Yeah,
around Killeen?
in our area, out of the Thursday night group, those guys have started, a few of those guys have started one on Saturday night recently, and then we're working with Kim to reach street people.
Church on the street, huh?
Church on the street, that's
Wow,
right.
that's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic, James.
Luke
Thank you.
10:2b.
There you go.